All right, so we lose this one 2-1. Yeah, we should have won this match. I think Jack told Nick to go pick up sniper. I grabbed the BR. And then you two are like playing for OV. So what happens? Hit a good slide, but I guess they also just had a really good grenade. So it's like, should you try to beat them there, or should you hug the wall more? It's tough to say, right? Because if they hit the grenade, then it's hard. But either way, this is kind of like throwing yourself at rockets on pit. Like Jack got the OV, so like, what do we have to complain about? Meanwhile, I'm really weak. Meanwhile, Nick's, I guess, pushing tower. So what happened with me here? So I should just shoot the sniper. Yeah, and then just get hit by the other guy. Alright, cool. So nothing much. I would say, like, Jack talks about getting this. Let me see if I can switch this. There's like an angle that you can hit, like, right here to actually shoot their sniper. He could also just be more involved, like, this way. But let's see what he does. Also, this is Professor, so sorry. Nick, POV, like this angle to shoot their sniper, this angle to shoot their sniper right through these holes. Like, just think about where they're going. But let's see what Nick's actually gonna do here. Goes top tower. Sniper's bottom mid, which is really weird. Well, and Jack both died. Okay. So I went up to help him, probably too eager. I should have sat on the lower ledge instead of the higher ledge. Yeah, nothing to say about that life. It just sucks. That's where you spawned at. Nick's just dipping and diving until we spawn. It's definitely
Dead here, probably.
taking too much damage. How did I die so quickly? Trying to get some damage for Nick. Oh, it's just the sniper, man. He's just ruining everything for everyone. Oh, he clips both of us. That's really unfortunate. Pretty good duoing by you two. How did Nick die? Dude, this sniper is just ruining everything. Jar's still alive somehow. Jar is just shooting these guys out of their shoes. Right. Yeah, it's crazy. We kind of desperate and managed to get that. Yeah, good feeling. I think also just as a like general thing, like I think like this area pointing towards their flag is just so powerful because you can block line of sight here, you can jump over here, block line of sight, you can if the stupid camera will move, you can drop down low, peek, climb back up here. Like there's just so many ways to like dip and dodge out. And then the same thing about like where I'm at, like this is pretty powerful, but honestly this little edge here is even more powerful. Like you just get a better line of sight on that, and then you're also blocking the spawns over here, so they are forced to spawn on the elbow. So I think having two guys tower is actually, or two guys like in the ring is actually really good. Because we can just apply a whole lot of pressure. Good live. Really good live. I think Nick kind of needlessly traded a melee here, but let's see. I think we did really good to get the flag back. Then me and you were just trying to put on pressure. And I guess he's assuming that guy's not gonna melee him, but he just needs to stop walking forward. Like, just stand your ground up there. Don't, because taking this damage is so bad for us. Because if he's full shield shooting that guy, this looks a whole lot better. Did you live through all this? Yeah, you did. So let's say we're kind of 3-by-1. I'm curious how Jack dies here, though. Like, what is he doing? Yeah, it's just why you can't take one-on-ones. It's not, like, even when you think it's a one-on-one, especially on the weak side, like, you're just putting a couple shots and live over in their corner. But to be honest, like, I guess we could go back even further. Makes a really good play to stop the flag and then dies, which is fine. Like, he's filling in the gap that we don't have, right? But I guess the question is, do we even want this side of the map? And if we do want this side of the map, I think we want tower instead of going low. But I can also understand of, like, trying to be sneaky and go low. Get some damage. This is just too aggressive. Like, once you see the guy there, and I think he sees that guy, like, just go here and don't even say anything to them. Like, this looks way better. Like, if we're in this position where me and you were there, like, they can't do anything on the map. So it's a little just too much of a straight one-on-one, so that's fine. Alright.
He's trying a bit more in general there, probably.
Yeah, just like he's weak side, which again, are we calling it out? I don't know, but he needs to try to live through it. Now we're kind of rotating over. I'm in a really exposed spot. It's crazy that we work together and get the kills, but it's really crazy that I lived through that. I should have. We'll go back to my POV. Like just dipping in and around here is like so good to just get a bunch of free damage. Like I'm doing more damage than I'm taking. Shields. I see you going, so I'm like, alright, Jar's going, we're gonna go. But like this is crazy. Like if they shot those nades, I'd be dead. And if they were more coordinated, I'd be dead too, because that guy just bailed on his teammate.
No need to hop out like that, yeah.
Yeah, I could have just stayed top or like dropped like straight down instead of going to a super exposed area. We are looking real good so far. Nick's got an OV. I should have stayed ring, I think. I mean, I get the idea. I'm trying to block these spawns, but there's already a guy here. Like, I either need to get all the way into their spiral or just honestly stay up on the wing would have been a better play. Alright, so Jar died to flag. Just get, oh, okay. He spawned back base. Curious what Nick is doing here. Like, I feel like this is... Let's go back. Yeah, like, we just got 2 dead. Like, he should either jump up top base or just run directly at this guy over here and fight him. Like, you've got overshield. 2 people just died. Like, we just need to get guns off the map. which I guess is what he's trying to do, and then he just chases him. So I guess the end result is that he shouldn't chase him. Also, because he chases him, they spawn in the back of their base, so it ends up not being a good play because of that. Like, we look, this guy's gonna spawn right. Where is he spawn now? And he just spawns directly on top of you. But if Nick just sets here, right, and shoots that guy and then says, who cares if I kill him? Like, my teammate's right here, he'll kill him, right? Like, it's more important for him to be in this area or on the flag than it is to go chase this kill. So it's kind of a selfish play to, like, I'm like selfish in the sense that, like, this guy does need to die because he can OE and stop the flag, but it's not the job that we need him to do at the moment. We need him to be like just patrolling around this area, making sure that at least one side of the map is controlled, and then dealing with the next set of spawners, because his job was to get a bunch of damage on this guy, and if the guy wants to fight him and die to OV, that's great, but you can't tell me that this guy's not going to just die to Jack, which he does. But now we're out of position, and you die because of that. So again, I could have stayed up top and not died and given up my lane. Nick should have been the guy forcing spawns here. To what corner of the map though? And now the flag's just dead. Yeah, I don't even know how he got a touch on that. We did a good job to stop and shoot that together. I tried to do a flank, which was kind of... like, the timing of this is almost perfect. It's just this guy's here, and if he's not here, then this works out better. We trade, which isn't the end of the world, but if I was just either a little faster or a little slower, then that would have been better.
Enemy perforated.
So this is kind of good that he didn't just straight run out, but like as soon as he sees Jack shooting, he should be going down there to fight with Jack, which he does just a little bit too late, and then he gets caught off guard because of the angle that he took. Meanwhile, yeah, not the best of plays. Like, I don't know, maybe just ratting in the corner next to the flag and trying to get a cheap kill on the guy who's returning it would have been better, but just coming up here and taking a straight one-on-one isn't really the way to go.
Enemy flag returned.
That's fine. I would say they're 3 dead, like, and they're 3 fresh dead. We probably don't even need to return this. And then, to be fair, like I was complaining about Nick getting up there, like, if Nick goes in front, Jack should probably go with him, but if they both say, hey, we're playing to the right side, it's fine for Nick to go high and Jack to go low. It's just, there's no teamwork here, right? Like, Nick's crouching in the corner while Jack's taking a fight. And Jack just takes this fight to the death anyways, because he's so far out in the open. Like, he's not hugging a wall or playing, and he wins it, which is great, but if that's, you know, formal and not Professor RSY, do we win that fight, right? But now it's like so staggered because Nick comes to try to help him and it's too late and he's just getting drilled by that guy. Alright. So we saw my death. Again, also not great. Like, the idea was to collapse on middle, but at least it was traded out.
Flag returned.
Cool. So I'm trying to get up and fill the same lane that they're in, but Nick dies. Jack's here.
Power weapons inbound.
Getting up top, you're the solo laner. Misery. No idea how I'm alive. I should have also probably just stayed to the side Jack was on and just let you deal with your own thing there, but it's also hard to say because Nick's not alive at the moment. or when that was happening. And yeah, this is just suicide. Like, I know we talked about bad spots on Origin last night, but like, I think this whole area around this repulse is just a death sentence, right? Like, coming out this way, low, like, you either gotta hug this wall and get up here, or like,
You can't
you
just run
can't
straight up,
fight
yeah.
here, right? Like, you can't fight. If you're fighting from this spot, things are going bad. Because first you're fighting high to low, which is already bad, and then like they've got multiple angles. Like if I'm just
Well,
hugging this
yeah, I
wall,
mean, there's just nowhere to
whoop,
be. I
I
mean,
can go and yeah, exactly. There's just nowhere to go here, so this is just a
you're
bad
just
spot to be in.
you're just caught out, yeah. Even if it's just one guy, I mean,
Yep.
you better hope he challenges you. If he starts like using the cover, you're also gonna be in trouble, even if it's just one guy.
Yeah, like really the only time to ever be here is if like, well, obviously if it's a desperation situation and we just gotta run up the map, right? Or if we know they're like three dead and this is free, then that's fine. But I can't come out this way during the normal course of fighting. Like if I'm gonna be the solo laner, I need to be up here,
Yeah.
right? Like this looks better. Even if there is two guys, I at least have an escape to get back to you guys really quick. So not a good play by me. You've lived for a while here, so
Enemy
cool. Just got two free one shots. But I think what we're two down as well. Also, just the thing that I'm doing right now is like crazy too, because we were last two alive. Now they just spawned, which is fine, but like we need to just be like close together, and I just left you, which I don't think we were thinking about each other at all, because you were also in the process of leaving. But also, how does remember on Pit when Nick would just go and somehow manage to like touch the flag while the entire game was going on elsewhere? Like, how does this
He
happen?
did that on Origin the other night too, and it actually worked.
Yeah.
Which,
He catches weird
it's
timing every now and then, but like there's also times where
not a good habit.
we just
Not
all
a good habit,
die
really.
while it happens, yeah.
And then if he pulls it, then it's just even worse.
Yeah, so
Well, like, at least early.
like getting to here is fine. Also same thing, like we shouldn't be looking, like we should not even be trying to cross from here. We need to be sprinting to get down here. Like if we're here and I haven't been shot yet, I wouldn't even be shooting that guy unless he's like literally one shot, which I guess he was, or Jack sniped him, one of the two. But like not giving up your position here, because now they know he's here. And if you can get into their armory without getting shot, like this is doing a whole lot of stuff.
they have our
And you
flag.
managed to get in too.
Enemy carrier has been
What happened with you?
What's up, Jack?
Oh, hey, Jack.
They've taken our flag. Enemy carrier here.
I would say that you stayed too long in the fight, but it's almost hard to even say that you stayed too long in the fight because you just got drilled by two people as soon as you walked around the corner. I guess maybe if you're more aware, like you could just, instead of dying there, you could jump up on the back stairs and get like into the...
Yo,
Hey, what's
I
up?
can't hear you now. What's up, Jack?
what's up, bros?
What's going on? Like you could just turn and jump and get up there with Nick right now, right? Get into armory.
That's like, it's,
But
I
it's...
don't know. It's just difficult. Like, but I have to be perfect. It's just hard.
It's hard to even say that too, because this is also a thing that we talk about, like taking two
I feel
different
like
angles to
that's,
fight the same
it's like,
guy.
I don't know.
I guess the only thing you could really do is like, as soon as you see two people, just be like, oh my god, and just curb slide back down the stairs, right? It's tough to
Not
even
a
say.
bad time to.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Nick's just not playing his life well enough there.
Just what I was telling him the other night. We've already seen some 3 examples of him just being overly.
Yeah, like overly
overly,
in fights.
zealous, I guess.
Yeah. And this is a little
Honestly,
too much
it's
too.
so frustrating watching this because it's like, I don't know.
Like, because
We're
we
just
could
not
all be
working
playing
together
better.
at all.
I agree.
Well, speak for yourself. I was freaking playing like a teammate.
He was.
Okay.
Kidding. I'm probably was being retarded too. I don't remember this game.
We caught a couple of times where you took one-on-ones already.
For yourself, I was playing like a teammate.
Like, this is
What
just
a
so
snake.
bad. We talked about this. Me and Jar already said like this area
Didn't
of
you
the
just
map
watch
here.
this?
Yeah, I went back a little too far. But this
We need to
area of
play
the map
ring
here,
more.
we just need to
Yeah.
not be in. Like this is just death.
Yeah.
I need to be up on like ring 3. Like you can't go out here unless they're like 3 dead. Like this is just suicide. Which you also took a fight exactly there a minute ago, like right before my death
I
here.
did not. I did.
Bro,
It was only one guy though,
go
so it
back and
worked
watch the
better for
VOD.
him.
Yeah, you guys traded, I think.
No, he won it actually.
Oh, yeah, but then you ended up, like, Nick died and then he died right after. Oh, that was so sick. Look at me
That
shooting
was
those
good.
nades.
I like the nade shot. It should be.
This is maybe.
I like
I
that
just-
you're going for the re right away.
I
like,
have
you know,
to
this is
because
not-
there's 3 people dead, like, yeah.
something.
Oh
like,
my
not
god.
to bring it up again, but I want to see Nick jumping on Rays. Like I want to see that.
How did this guy miss me? Yeah, I think we all need to be more cautious. Like, the only time you shouldn't be going for the re is when they're 4 dead, or when they're 3 dead and we know where the last guy's at and we're fighting him, right? Like, we have to make sure that we get the re's back. And it doesn't mean that we set on them, but we have to be around it and fighting to keep them off of touching it, right? Like if we can set on it, that's great, but if we just have to, like, set up a setup around it, then that's also good.
Especially for these maps, like, it's just such, it's so different because it's hard to get a touch on the flag on this
Yeah.
map, you know. But if you can get it like a little bit further, it's not that hard. Like,
Look at this rat here. This is perfect, like, solo lane play. And yeah, now you're realizing, like, oh, the flag's pretty far up the map. I gotta go.
Enemy carrier.
Oh, it's crazy that he's going up.
bro, that was I remember being so pissed about that.
It's so great. Like, it worked out, but you're so lucky that that it worked out, right? Because I would never expect him to go up like that.
They know where we
They're gonna shoot your nades. No, and this is, yeah, it's a good live. Like, this flag should work out if we just play it well. What's Nick doing? Nick's dying. When did he die? Alright, so he jumps in.
enemy carrier has revealed.
Yeah, like, the game just gives him 2 free kills, which is pretty awesome. But this is, I mean, there's nothing else to say about, like, this part of the play. Like, this is what he should be doing. I would say at this point that we know that the last guys are over there, he should probably be just going to their tower or going to their armory, like blocking spawns on one side or the other.
Yeah, because when what he's doing right now is not good because
It's not in,
looking at that
yeah.
spawn in that direction, they're gonna spawn underneath us in the base and kill me. Like, you need
Yeah.
to leave the elbow open.
And, like,
This-
even
this
if
is, like,
somebody
a
spawns
close-up.
right here, like, they're just not gonna fight him. They're just gonna go or go down low, right? Like, they're not gonna stand in this tiny hallway and just fight him to the death. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's kind of
he needs to be
yeah.
like over
Yeah.
here, probably on like their spiral, to be honest. Like,
This
getting
kind of shit
shots
actually,
in.
like, does way more damage that you
Could
don't
also-
catch as often. Like this does so much damage. Like doing this kind of play.
Not sure why me and Jar are so far back here. This is probably something else we need to talk about, but could be that we were chasing this guy around. But yeah, like, and if he's gonna start running this way, it compounds the issue even worse, because now this guy is going to spawn here, right? Like, he's gonna spawn right here and just be like, oh, free flag, woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. No way that the game just went all the way back to the beginning. Oh my god, I hate this.
You've been
Theaters.
lagging, just so you know.
Yeah, you're lagging hard.
Oh, did you hear anything that I just said?
I mean, your voice was coming in, but yeah,
Oh, it's so lame.
the stream is like not even 1080p.
His
I
voice
mean,
for
straight
me
up.
too is like,
It's like 240p stream.
240p.
It's,
Huh.
I mean, it's bad. It's better now. It's better now, but it was like so pixelated for a minute.
Yeah, like, this is not good. And Nick, you're better than this, and, like, you say you don't understand the spawns and stuff on the maps, which is understandable, but like,
He just needs to live here and not die.
yeah, like even if you're here, this is better. Like it's not great, but this is death. Like this is
I mean, he's like flocking forward like an
this
advanced
is a
AI. Like,
one man army, right? Like against everybody on their team, and not to mention this guy's getting through. Like imagine if he's just, again, even if he's like down here, like this is better than where he's at, right? Like anywhere but like walking towards this spawn, because not only is he fighting 3 people, now if any of them die, the spawns that are open are the ones that are near the flag, so they're going to spawn, either bottom base or back stairs, or if you get a little bit further, they'll spawn like in here, right? And then they're just shooting you in the back for free. So we got to stop walking towards stuff
You don't
like
want to walk
this.
towards your spawns on CTF ever.
And it shows me that he knows where they're spawning, right? Like he understands like the mechanics, like, hey, they're going to spawn here. It's just in CTF, you want to fight the spawners from a distance, right? You don't want to fight them up close because you want to keep them spawning in that little hive or whatever.
Yeah, because
So,
we want to get the flag to our side and kill them where we know they will
yep,
be.
yep. And if Nick's just,
Yeah.
again, in here or on the spiral or down low or even just setting like right here, like deep in the flag, right? Maybe has this BR and is just putting in damage on these guys, then me and Jar are going to be able to clean them up, right? And more importantly, they're not going to start spawning behind us. And the other thing is he's just going to die for free here because he's, yeah, just going to get melted. And now the flag is pretty much dead because there's nothing we can do, right? Like we pretty much have to all live and wait on Nick to spawn again if we have any chance on this flag, and it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know. It's a scramble drill at this point. And like we had everything that we wanted. We were all 4 alive. We got a clean pull. We forced them all. Like 3 people were here. The only guy alive on the map. Me and Jar were fighting.
Yeah, I'm sure we cap all that.
Yeah, and it's all because of like simple positioning things that we just gotta iron out. So just like a hard rule is just don't run towards spawners in CTF, which Jar did as well. Remember on Aquarius, Jar also managed to jump into the fridge. Like, you guys
Yeah,
know
that
that they're
kind of thing.
spawning there. Just
You want them there.
want
yeah.
them to spawn there and just cut off where they're going. Like shoot where they're going. Don't run towards it. Lame. Probably hanging out top tower a little too long, but also Nick's dead, so it's kind of like, what are we even pushing up the map for? Definitely. Well, let's look at this from your POV, because we got marks. We know somebody's weak. Jar goes that way, you go this way, but
Dropping packets again.
oh my god, so miserable.
it's bad
Are you on
about-
Wi-Fi?
No, I'm not.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I replaced all my cables
Bro,
and everything. It's crazy.
The node in your neighborhood
Oh,
must have been
Yeah,
like,
like they oversubscribe it, and this
oh
is
my
the
god,
time,
the stream just ended.
like everywhere or
Stream
everyone in your
ended.
neighborhood is watching Netflix or something.
Must be, and it's like actually causing issues.
Yeah, but it's 11 o'clock. No way. Guess
I
those
know.
Virginians are up late.
Must all be. So I would say like what you just did is a little too aggressive. Like you're trying to finish the fight. I also think like Jar went low here, which is kind of what we talked about, not going to that area. But you at least hug the wall and live. But should you guys have just been living longer just in here and trying to play for like ring 3 or something, or our side of ring 2, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what Nick's doing.
Oh, and really quick, I don't think this will mean too much to you, but I wanted you to just make sure it wasn't, if you do like Windows command prompt, if you don't mind, just, you don't have to tell me I just want you to see it. There's
Yep.
netstat, it's netstat, one word, space minus E. I'll put in the chat too,
Yeah.
but you can see the physical, like hopefully there shouldn't be any physical, like, discards or errors, but
Yeah, we'll do it
And
after
then-
the match.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this and then we'll finish it. We'll look and see if there's anything weird. Alright. Yeah, at least
At
living
least-
through the fight.
Yeah. It's the effect of it.
Our flag. Enemy flag carrier spotted.
Somehow I died. What happened with me? Oh, come on. Let's see. Okay, I mean, it's kind of whatever. Like, I was trying to hug the wall and killed one guy. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world.
Our flag.
It's back to Nick.
Flag.
It's crazy that there's so many guys here.
There's more where that came from. Power items incoming.
And this is the kind of thing, like, not hopping on the re directly, but trying to fight around it. Unfortunately, they're going to get a touch on this.
Carrier revealed. After that, power items have spawned.
This is going to work out because Jar got OV, but
Double.
we had to sacrifice a whole lot of resources for that to work. Alright, we got sniper. There's a guy in our base, which is not good for us.
Repulsor acquired.
Curious how Nick died front court. Kind of playing weak side now, so just ratting here is fine, but there has to be like some kind of internal timer in my head too that's like, hey, I've been here for like 10 seconds, like nobody's coming and I need to move, which I guess I do, but like you guys are all just getting melted on the other side of the map while I'm just running around. Yeah, it was a really weird life. Wasn't a fan. Like the big thing I'm seeing is there's just way too much solo stuff going on. Like I'm just walking around doing weird stuff on this side of the map. Like
That's what I
not,
was saying before. It's like we're not. It's
and like you're,
frustrating.
yeah, like you're shooting a guy over here. I don't know what Nick's doing, and then like Jack's sniping, so I get like the idea is like we should be pushing up and just letting him fill lanes with snipes, but like there's shots being fired, right? And nobody on our team is looking towards each other. We're just looking for other stuff going on. Maybe that's what I'm running back for, is because I see the mark. And then, like, what is Nick doing during this whole exchange? Oh yeah, what? First off,
Double kill.
Yeah, like just instead of jumping out there, it would have been nice if he lived going back to our side.
yeah, that's what I'm.
Just valuing your life more.
Yeah, like just because you got the re, like it's not time to just go respawn. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I think like this is just too aggressive. And to be fair, like when he spawns up and I'm here, he should just come towards me. Because if we want to push up the map, we need to be doing that in pairs or in threes, right? Like if we want to start pushing the space of the map back, we need to actually put our numbers together. Like I can come here and hide, that's fine or whatever, even though the play ends up being weird. But like Nick can't just run bottom mid by himself. Like there's no support and he has no idea how many people are bottom mid, right? Like if he goes with me, then maybe me and him can push and do something on that side of the map. But just going bottom mid to like fight somebody is not great. Yeah, it's like there's 4 different things going on right now, and this is probably when they get their first cap. just based on how, and obviously you getting the snipe may change some things, but just how things are so spread out. Like Jar's dying. So like I like what Nick's doing now more than I did before. He's not leaving the base, right? He's just fighting with us. And again, I from the previous life pushed up weird in the middle. And yeah, like this is just so hard because they're just collapsing really hard now. Jar dies, you die. Doing so much damage, but like it's so hard because I'm the last guy on the map alive. Yeah, this is probably a mistake too out of you. Just because they've already got the flag out, like if you just go bottom with Jar and Nick, and I don't know how this looked from your POV right when you spawned, but let's see.
Well, I knew he was one shot. I think that's why, but yeah, maybe not.
Like Jar's here with you though, you know what I mean? You guys just
Yeah.
push that out together
I
and
think I
fight it.
turn around too.
I think it's like a dead. I probably like
It's
thought it was
it's
a
dead
dead.
anyways, yeah. And we might have
So I
even
just needed
called
to
that. I almost
lose.
feel like we said like yeah, that's a cap or whatever, but too hard of fighting there. But Jar's gonna clean it up. Jar's also one shot, and then yeah, there's like nothing we can do with this. Yeah. Yeah, not great. And like we're dying staggered, right? Like Jar died 2 seconds before I died, and that's 2 seconds before Nick died. And now like you've got to try your absolute hardest to not die before we spawn. Trading out makes it okay, but it's still tough.
Yeah, that guy kind of made a retarded play though. Like, why was he there? Like,
Yep.
none of his teammates are there. Yeah.
This is good team shooting for me and Jar. I don't know that the coordination was supposed to be that good, but like we both looked wing and then we both looked mid at the exact same time, and now we're both here. Like this all looks fantastic. Like that's how you clear a lane, right? With two people, you just send them both and they shoot the same thing over and over. And now we got Ovi, and let's see if I make a brain dead play with Ovi or not. So, okay, so I'm just going straight for a flag. Yeah, Nick's again pushing into their spawners, and now I'm pushing into the spawners because he's here, which I guess at this point we should be expecting them to spawn that way, but like this flag's just dead because we're all on this side of the map now, and like I come over to help him, but I don't know, it's probably better if he just dies there. To be fair, this looks like it's going to work out because of how many kills we got early on, but it could have very well not worked out. And like they will still spawn elbow if you're top tower, but if you're in like the porch area or their sniper, they're not going to spawn elbow. Talk about a blank melee,
Oh.
that's awesome.
I've been getting all, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's something with like the input, but like a lot lately, like the past few weeks, I've been pressing the melee button and they just like melee before me and I don't get anything out of it, and I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Yeah,
I
some
don't,
servers are like that. Yeah.
don't like it. Oh yeah, I called that guy out, that was nice. Definitely a little too aggressive, like you're just trying to get one more shot out, but you're probably dead either way. Like even if you drop, that guy's probably just gonna fall on you, but if that guy's not there, then you don't die. Also, another just, this is like the second or third time this game that Nick's just somehow managed to get into their bottom base. Like, I don't understand how he does this. He used to do this on pit all the time, and like it's just like he catches a good timing. He's also like, if you're making this play, I think I said it earlier, Jar, but like if you're making this play, you need to just get there quick. Like you can't be looking for crosses from like this weird of a spot.
I feel like it's good to sprint in and take a glance to see if they notice you, but
Yeah, there's Nick.
it,
And he's definitely not, I don't know if we called that out or we're not listening to it, but like
what's up, Nick?
that's a free kill. Hey, what's up?
So,
We're just tearing you apart.
hell yeah, do it.
This is a pretty good match for you to take a lot of stuff, I think. I will say. I get sniped, which just sucks. And yeah, like, you're playing from a distance, which makes sense. You know there's guys down there. Jar's too early. How did you get here? Like, were you... So you see Nick creeping. He's creeping along down bottom base. You put in some good damage there. Cleans it up.
Power weapons on the field.
You know what? We got 3 dead, so I understand why you're sprinting forward right now. Okay, you're just taking too long to do it. Like, and I don't know if the internal timer is registering in all of our heads yet, because it's definitely not in mine. I checked the scoreboard too much, but like, you should feel by the time that you're here that like they're probably all spawning elbow, and like make your play off of that. And honestly, the play to make is to just hide on these stairs, probably, I think, or hide these back stairs until we get up. Since you're the only guy here, like, going right here and just setting and living forever would be better than walking over here and shooting this guy.
Yeah, no one's there to support me.
Yeah, and you get a kill, which is awesome. And if you can get your shields back, that's great too, but you get weird timing. But I don't even think that this kill really helps us that much. I think if you just set on the back stairs and let them get up the map some, we could like set up a pinch, right? Like, all of us come off spawn, you say, hey, they're all spawning elbow and going through.
Man, this kind of just shows me I need to be more aware of where everybody is.
Yeah, they're going through trench. Like, you just look at our indicators, tell us all go to that way, and then you're shooting them in the back as we're shooting them in the front. All right. What am I doing? We'll do an individual POV next. So, because Jar's so far up the map, like, us just running forward here makes a lot of sense. And boy, how much better this play would look if Jar was full shields back there while we were just doing all this poking damage. I assume, yeah, Jack still got a sniper, so there's not really much to say about him. He's just literally trying to find long sight lines. Like, you catch that guy off guard, but I do think, like, just running bottom mid when you don't have teammates there yet is kind of dangerous. You'd put a lot of damage down, though, for us to get OV. But we're getting super collapsed on right now. Did I just spawn and this guy's just in my face, or what? Let's see. Yeah, way too many shots. I gotta follow my rule of just shoot that guy for free, and then as soon as he shoots back, I need to leave, because now I'm just weak. Like, that looks good, to get the free kill, or free damage. Get my shields back. Yeah, and if I just don't slide out, I probably live there. If I just hug the corner. And it works out, because Jar's the best.
Overshield available.
Oh, this sucks so bad that this OV guy, look at this. Wow, he took so many shots before he killed you. That's crazy. The fact that Nick almost just straight up killed him one-on-one is crazy. I would say probably not go in there and fight him one-on-one would be better, but...
I swear OV gives you like a debuff to your aim assist or something.
Yeah, now they're 3 dead, and like they're... Like, this is the time we don't need to read this flag, because it's just in our base. Okay, like, it looks good when we're all fighting the same thing. gets through. Like, was there just a weird timing?
Double kill.
This skipped forward, didn't it? The heck? Alright, so what happens here? Okay, so it's just because Nick's high and I'm low that he just gets a weird timing and walks around the corner.
Double kill.
So how do we blow this? Because we just got 3 people dead. Actually, are they all 4 dead?
I would
Yeah.
say Lono needs to pull it and Nick needs to live.
They're
before we
all
see it.
dead. And what? Jar's dead. I'm dead.
Nick needs to live and start looking at like elbow and arches.
Yeah, what we need to do, like immediately, between you two is say, hey, I'm blocking elbow, I'm blocking armory, whichever direction we're blocking, and that's the way we're running the flag, right? Because my suspicion here is, okay, Jack just tries to run it down the middle,
Flag.
but like you're too close. You need to get closer to armory to make sure they don't spawn that way, as you see as they're spawning that way.
Now they're spawning there.
Gotcha.
And I think you're thinking that they're spawning elbow, but we don't have the numbers to block the spawns. You know what I mean? Like there's, we can only block one side or the other because we got one guy running the flag and then one guy shooting.
Yeah, see, I don't know the threshold when it comes to crossing a line where they're not gonna spawn somewhere, because
I
I've
think
had
they
it to
might
where
have. Yeah.
I've had it to where like I'm like close to a spawn that they shouldn't be, and they'll spawn there still. Like we've had it to where like I camped on elbow with bomb, and a guy spawned right next to me.
Yep.
Like the spawns here, I need to learn still. 'Cause I'm not understanding it. That's why I thought it was far enough from the spawn elbow, because elbow seems like a favorite spot from the spawn.
I will
This
say,
map.
like, you have to be, so like, you're kind of you're like blocking spawns, kind of sitting on the flag. But you have to be more, you have to like really be in that zone, you know, like,
Yeah.
you have to either like really be next to the spiral or really be in their sniper. You
Because
know what
I
mean?
would
Like,
argue he's not blocking either spawn from here, right?
not
Like,
blocking like
I
anything.
think they spawned
really.
armory because he was literally staring at elbow.
yeah, probably. I mean, he's a little bit closer to here, so the game says they're slightly safer over here. But like, you just got to get
That
to
like
one
kind
side
of
or the
destroys
other.
the fact that like what I just said was when I had bomb at elbow sitting on the corner, the guy spawned right next to me on elbow.
Yeah, I think bomb
I
is
So
think
that's why the
we-
spawns I'm not understanding.
I think assault is fucked up though.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I think
think
we were in
bomb is
armory and like
broken.
on the flag. Like, it
Yeah,
would-
that's also it too. If we've got like, say we have 2 people in armory, then they may still spawn elbow because there's literally only 2 spawns, right? Like it's just these 2 play,
I'd
and
say,
obviously they
like,
can spawn in the flag, but not if we're standing there armoring.
to be more like maybe decisive or like an absolute I'm blocking this. I hear you, Nick, about the bomb, like, but in CTF, like, kind of your location, we don't know, we're guessing because you're in the middle. But if
Yep.
you would have just sprinted to one side, it's like at least we know they can't be here, kind of deal.
Yeah,
Like,
you just
if you're in the middle, we don't really know.
just make one decision or the other, right? Like, hey, I'm
Okay.
going this way or I'm going that way, because it doesn't matter. Like at this situation where they're 4 dead, if we block either, like I think we prefer to block armory, but even if we block elbow and you just get their tower or whatever, that's better than just being in the middle, right? Because we're
honestly,
not
like I
making.
wonder. I almost think them spawning armory is better because they have to go through the open more. Like when they spawn elbow, think about it, like they have the
They
tower
go
to
through
go
the
up,
trench, they go
arches are
through
right there.
We
tower.
want
I-
them to be their tower side. We don't
You
want them
think?
to like, take control of our tower because you have more visibility. 'Cause,
Yeah,
What if we're
their-
already
their
at our
tower-
tower though?
like, okay, maybe, but the problem is like, so from their tower they can't actually see the flag,
but from our tower,
they can see everything.
and they can like super counter cap too if they get to our tower, which is a huge pain.
We always want to block armory if possible in
Yeah.
spiral, like armory and spiral.
But in this
Well, now I know.
this
After going
specific
over it.
scenario, and like you won the game here, like legitimately you would have won the game because you just got a triple kill, which is huge, right? Like they're 4 dead, you make a great play, like you catch that guy, boom, you catch this guy, and I would argue in this case he needs to go this way just because he's closer to this side, and they're 4 dead. If they're not 4 dead, then this is a little different, but because he's already here, like he can get here very quickly. Also, they are 3 dead at 105. You kind of got to feel
Enemy flag.
like the timing. Like you just got a triple kill. They're not up yet, right? 10 seconds. So
I think I
they're
was worried about the first guy that was already dead.
and now they're up. And like you got to feel like I've looked over here too long. They're not coming this way. And because also
Yeah.
like the amount of time that you're spending here, you would have killed this guy for sure. And I think this is the guy who kills Jack, right?
Yeah, look at that. I'm still looking that way.
Yeah. Oh, you get the fourth guy, but you get caught off guard by him, right?
Yep.
So like this is just you got to feel that timing more to like get to one side or the other very quickly. We prefer this side, but again, in a like last second situation, it's okay. We just need to know which side we're going to, right? So we know where the pressure's coming from, so that like me and Jar can fill in to the side that they're coming, and just slow them down, because that's all we're trying to do at this point is just slow them down. But the other end
I
of this
wish-
is, if you had
I-
just saw that guy, I think we still win this round, right? Because you shoot that guy in the back for free.
Yeah, I really wish in Halo they had a thing where like there's people's names and they become highlighted on your screen, like as like a little like indicator that they're alive. That'd be great. Instead of just like holding the fucking back button or tapping the back button to see who
Dude,
alive and who's dead.
I'm
Yeah.
constantly looking at the
Sometimes-
back button.
Cause like I'm not paying attention to tapping when I'm like okay they're gonna be able like I gotta get ready I gotta shoot like I'm like trying to pre-aim elbow instead of me
Wait,
hitting the
what
back button and counting in my head. Okay, I killed this guy this time, this guy this time. Start counting to 7 or 5, whatever the fuck it is,
Yep.
and then hit the back button and see who's up. And I could quit looking that way because I wasted a lot of time looking elbow.
I'll say a gamer tag and like first spawner is
Mhm.
Jar, and then so if you see Jar on the map, you're like, okay, these teammates are probably gonna be here too.
They're about to be
First
spawning.
spawner,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say Jack's not completely innocent in this, right? Like, and we talked about this. Like you even acknowledged this like right after the game. Like, yeah, I should have just like you thought the repulse was going to get on the flag stand, which I also understand that portion of it, but you can also hit a sick little slide off this too. By the way, you throw the flag bottom mid, and you can slide off the bottom of this ramp. You would have got through here a little bit faster.
Right.
You could actually just hit a
but as soon
slide
as
right off the middle.
Yeah, as soon as you got shot, like you're already half shields right now, just drop that flag and cut to the side, right? Like live. It's more important for you to
Yeah.
live than for you to
Just
get the
bait
flag a little
flag
bit
and
longer
live,
up the map
yeah.
because it's in like the perfect spot. They're never going to return it while we're alive in the courtyard, right? Like it's so hard for them to get on top of this because we can see it from literally everywhere. So if you just get off to the side, get your shields back, like Jar's there, I'm here, and obviously I'm probably taking a fight a little too hard here too. I don't know what. Okay, well we killed a guy. And I thought I had the timing to score this, and I just hesitated, and I still feel like maybe I could have if I jump up this way, but because I go in the back and start getting nuked.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
if-
I remember I literally. Oh,
Yeah,
this
we
is
both
so
get
dumb.
nuked here. But if I would have jumped into armory, we probably actually still cap this. Yeah, and this just sucks. This grenade chips us both. Like, we definitely should have won this game, but like,
High caliber carnage.
like a
I think it's safe
big.
to say we all made mistakes this play, but some were bigger than others. I think mine was the biggest.
Yeah, I think you're just not blocking one
Because-
side or the other, and then just waiting too long was
If
like.
I was blocking armory, he would have been safe to grab that flag and go directly right and
Yep.
cut off the middle view of the enemy, and then he could have brought it up porch and shit like that. But because they all spawned besides one at armory, they had perfect vision to knock him out if he was going to go like, towards porch or like make a right with the flag.
Carrier.
Yep. And yeah, I mean it's just done and dusted now. They've got Ovi, they're running the flag. Like there's.
Yeah, it was a perfect setup for them to get the OV2.
We even kill him though. Like we're like that's team shooting like crazy. It's just unfortunate. They're all there, right? Yeah. So I mean, and you did the same thing early in the match too, where you didn't just set in the flag. You ran towards the spawners. We talked about that. You should definitely go and rewatch this. But like in CTF, we don't want to run at this, and on bomb, we don't want to run at the spawners. We want to know where they're spawning, and both you did know where they're spawning both. Well, not this last time, but you knew they were spawning elbow, and you were looking at all of them. But then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go kill them, and it didn't work, right? Whereas if you just hold one side, then we force them in that corner, and you're just shooting them in the back as they go up the map because they're trying to desperate to get up to the flag. So the bigger thing is like just don't run towards their spawners if they're already alive. And if they aren't alive, then pick a side, preferably armory, and just block that spawn so that we have a safe
Yeah.
place to run. And just so that we know where the pressure is coming from. Trust everybody else to go clean up the kills, right? Like,
It's just a couple instances, Nick, of like how, think about how on pit, like we want them to spawn bottom tower and you don't run towards them. Like on this map, there was a couple times in this game where they were spawning elbow side and you started running towards them.
yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and we called Jar out for this the other day on Aquarius too. Like we're we're not saying that we're all innocent, right? It's just the idea of like
That was the goat play, I don't know what you mean.
we need to not run at spawners in bomb or in flag because as soon as your body is in that area, you are blocking the spawn. So even if you kill that guy, now you're just giving him a better spot to be on the map in a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, for sure. It was just good to look at that. I think it definitely will help me on the next flag fortress on what I need to do and what not to do.
Cool. And I mean, like the same concept will apply to like everything that we do, right? Like it'll apply to Aquarius.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
get in the
Nick,
fridge.
this is what I was messaging you about the other night. Like I saw you wandering a bit. Like this is that you could see it this game. This is what I was messaging you about, kind of.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, for sure.
Cool.
Not to say like I'm the god spawn player.
Jar
Like,
is-
if you notice
it's
something
not.
obvious, you should point it out to people. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
it's good.
All right.